Explorer science. So today we are studying a topic named force and pressure of physics. So let's start. So we will learn today number 1, what is force? Number 2, effects of force and types of force, and at the last, what is pressure? So first let's talk about force. So a force is an influence that can cause an object to change its velocity. In other words, we can say that force is a push or pull applied on any body by another body, and force can be classified as two: interacting forces and exploring forces. And the main unit of force is equal to Newton. Okay, we denote it by a single n. So first, let us learn about interacting and exploring forces. So interacting forces are when any two objects must interact for a force to come and play, are called interacting forces, and exploring forces are when more than two objects interact for a force to come and play. Okay, so now we let's study effects of force. So on basically there are three effects of force. Number one, force can change the state of motion. And example of this is force can move a stationary object. Like when we apply force to a box, it starts moving. And second one, force can stop a moving object. Like when we stop paddling a cycle, then the cycle automatically stops. And the third is force can increase or decrease the speed of an object. Same example, when we pedal or when we brake, we apply brakes on cycle. And the second point is force can change the direction of an object. So force can change the direction of a moving object, and force can make an object to rotate. So third is force can change the shape of an object. For example, when we press a door, it changes its shape. So now let's study about types of forces. On basic categories, forces are classified onto two types: contact forces and non-contact forces. And contact forces have four parts: muscular force, frictional force, tension force, and normal force. And non-contact forces have three parts: magnetic force, electrostatic force, and a gravitational force. First, let's learn about contact forces. The forces in which two or more bodies or objects come in contact to create a force are called contact forces. Example is muscular force, frictional force, tension force, and normal force. And like here in the pictures, you can see the examples of contact forces. So basically, when two bodies contact. So first topic of contact force is muscular force. The force resulting due to the action of muscles is known as muscular force. So when any animal or humans apply force with their own body, or we can say muscles, it's termed as muscular force. Like in examples, you can see here a man is pulling dumbbell, and for example, children playing tug of war. Then comes the second, frictional force. The force that opposes the motion, that is, all forces, is known as frictional force. So only frictional force is the force which always opposes each and every force. Okay, it basically acts as a stoppage of any force. Due to friction only, like we can walk. And the third comes tension force. So tension is a force exerted by strings, ropes, fibers, and cables when they are pulled. Like us, for example, we can take a spider web. The spider web, the how a spider makes a web, it makes its all the, you can say, strings uh, pulled. That's why it always makes the spider web in a situation where it is surrounded, so that the webs can stick, and tension is applied between the spider web. Then comes our next force, normal force. The force perpendicular to the surface of the object in contact is called normal force. So basically, in normal force, it is very simple. And for example, if I take a surface like shown in the figure, I'm sorry, like shown in the figure, the book on the table is at rest. It is not moving. No motion is applying, but the normal force is applied on the table by the object. Okay. Then comes our next topic, non-contact forces. First, the forces in which two or more bodies or objects do not come in contact to create a force are called non-contact forces. Examples are magnetic force, electrostatic force, and gravitational force. The first is magnetic force. The force applied by a magnet, as the name suggests, on any piece of iron or any other magnet is called magnetic force. So its basic example is only magnet applied on any other magnet or any piece of iron. Then comes the second, electrostatic force. The force applied by a charged body on an uncharged or charged body is known as electrostatic force. Like in the example, you can see like two balloons, charged and uncharged body attracts each other, charged and charged repel, and uncharged bodies repel. Only charged and uncharged, one charged and one uncharged body attracts each other, other repels when the charges are same. The third and last is the gravitational force. The attractive force between two objects that have mass is called gravitational force. So this is its definition, but we mainly talk about the Earth's gravity whenever we talk about gravitational force. Then comes our new topic, pressure. The force applied on the per unit area of a surface is called pressure, and the SI unit is Pascal or Newton per meter square. We denote it as N upon M square. So why we will talk about now? Pressure is denoted by P, that is Pascal. There is equal to force upon area. Force is calculated in the SI unit of Newton, that is N. I already told you, and area is in the unit of meter square. Yes, we study in maths that area is always calculated in the meter square unit. Okay, so now pressure exerted by fluids. Now liquids the exert same pressure on equal depth. Now what is this line talking about? That when we fill water or any other liquid in a container, so or it always exerts pressure on the equal depths, same pressure on the equal depths. Okay, like in the figure you can see the topmost one is the least with the least pressure, middle one with moderate amount, and down last one with high. And second point, liquids and gases exert pressure on the walls of the container. Okay, like here you can see they are not applying pressure in the middle, they are applying on the walls. Okay, now atmospheric pressure. The pressure exerted by the air present in the atmosphere is called atmospheric pressure, and its unit is 1 atm. Okay, so like we all exert pressure from our body, and with the atmospheric pressure on our bodies, our the body exerted the pressure exerted by a body gets normal and the resultant pressure is zero. That's why we are able to stand on the atmosphere. Okay, so now let's wind up our chapter with some extra notes, and you can also copy it if you want. So, first point, forces are divided into two, contact and non-contact forces. Effects of force are number one, force can change the state of motion. Number two, force can change the direction of an object. Number three, force can change the shape of an object. Then, the force applied on the per unit area of a surface is called pressure. Liquids exert same pressure at equal depths. The pressure exerted by the air present in the atmosphere is called atmospheric pressure, denoted by ATM. Then we let's come on to extra questions, and please I recommend you all to try my extra questions so that you can be sure that you are remembering my topics that I explain in my Explorer Science. So question 1 or A, what is force? Name the two types of force. Now here you will not write interacting forces or exploring forces. They are not the types of forces. So you will write the types of forces. Question B. What are contact forces? Explain with examples. Question C. What are non-contact forces? Explain with examples. Question D is differentiate between contact and non-contact forces. Question E. Define pressure and state its SI unit. Question F. Explain the pressure exerted by liquids and gases. Question G. What is atmospheric pressure? Explain. Question H is a numerical problem. So I recommend you to please try it at least 8. So question H. A body of mass 30 kg exerts a force of 300 Newton. Calculate the pressure. And that's it for today. Please copy my extra notes, and I recommend you to try my extra questions as they are helpful. And thanks for watching. So guys, I hope you like my video, and if you want more suggestions from me, please suggest me, because I don't know what is in your mind. So, and if you want me to solve all these questions of my Explorer Science, please comment on these videos. And if you want, yeah, me to solve. So this was the end of my video. I hope you liked my video. If you are new on my channel, please subscribe. And if you liked the video, please like.